Good evening, Xena streamers. It's Yok Huy rank up time. It was actually Yok Huy rank up time like almost half a day ago, but I've had a real bad brain low energy day, so I'm just getting around to it now. I'm also going to have to swoopty swoopty woo! Which one of these has that? Should be this one has NPC dialogue, so. As usual, I have not done the dailies. We're going to do the dailies, and then we're going to fill the bar, and then we're going to do the quest, and then we're going to do more dailies, probably. So, we will start with Zirgorteh. We'll work for supplies, getting a glow on, and hold my hand warmers. So, I think I've done all three of these. I've been doing them on Naya. I also have an endgame alt in Blooming, so I've been doing both. Blooming didn't double dip on day one, but still. We'll work for supplies. Zirgorteh wishes to acquire materials in exchange for your services rendered. Oh, I think I have done this one. It goes without saying, but we require a prodigious amount of supplies for the restoration. In order to augment our stores, Nopli has kindly introduced us to a traveling trader from the capital. When I spoke with the trader about what we require, I chanced to mention your involvement in the restoration. And what should he do but request your crafting services as payment? The man is presently come to Warlar's Echo. If you are willing to take up the task, I will see to it that you are duly compensated for your labors. I have done that one before. Getting a glow on, we have also done. Zirgorteh wishes for there to be light. This is the glowstone harvester. We Yok Huy use glowstone as a source of light in our homes, and we wish to employ it at the altar as well. As the stone lies deep in the earth alongside fossilized matter, however, we must rely on seasoned mountaineers for its location and excavation. I might have tasked one such individual with the work to the north of Warlord's Echo. Might I trouble you to pay him a visit to see if he has found anything for us? Right. And then hold my hand warmers. We're on leather worker. Okay. Warm hands work more swiftly, or so Zirgorteh believes. Dartorgor, one of our toolkeepers, was kind enough to prepare us portable hand warmers to stave off the mountain's bitter chill. To prolong their use, however, we must swap out their components from time to time. We must ensure the warmers remain at a reasonable temperature, so I'd like to entrust you with the creation of new parts. Dartorgor possesses the materials for the job. Simply ask, and she shall provide. Okay, so we get to go into the instance for that one. Also, I didn't check this last time. Zirgorteh does have an updated line of dialogue after the most recent development inside. With Mason's work restored, there are tasks big and small to take care of around the workshop. It's demanding, to be sure, but I find it incredibly worthwhile. So we'll do the ones out here first. Step 1. What can we do for Nopli?
Ah, so you are Naya Lalita. I've heard much about your expert artisanry. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. Now, you'll excuse me if I get right to business. Of late, the people of the city have developed a fondness for foreign things. I'd like you to craft items that fill that niche. This time, I seek Eorzean-style wall decorations. 3 of them, shall we say. These materials should suffice for the quantity, but if you have need of more, please help yourself to the contents of that crate.
Ooh, okay, so last time we did something with Yok Huy patterning. This time they want something Eorzean. Home exterior components. What am I on? I'm on leather worker. There we go.
We will be synthesizing.
Muscle memory. Right, no quality on these? Nope. There's our Eorzean goodies.
There, I hope they requested items already.
You just watched me make them. Home exterior component.
Oh, marvelous! These are bound to fetch a high price. Here, please accept these supplies as payment for your services. The Arger will find they're more than what we agreed on, but in light of what you've provided, it's only fair. You have my heartfelt thanks.
What else do you say?
My thanks again for your services, and please pass along my regards to the Arger.
Lovely. And our mountaineer friend is down here.
Hello, more glowstone?
Bjarger sent you to collect the glowstone, did he? Here, take this.
Thank you much.
That there is an exceptionally pure sample, far rarer than what was requested and laborious to find. But in view of your efforts to restore peace to our land, I render it up gladly. I am counting on your success. We all are. Okay. So the dialogue there doesn't change too much. It's always an exceptional example. I said sample, but it was example. Alright then, let's go turn these two in real quick. Ah, you are returned. Did everything proceed smoothly with the merchant? Quite so. Here's some supplies. Goodness me, this is far more supplies than I was expecting. If this is what's considered fair payment, then your work must have been impressive indeed. With foreigners being regarded more favorably of late, decorating one's home in foreign fashion has apparently become commonplace. For the merchant to invest in this venture, he must have had confidence in your familiarity with the arts from across the salt. The Pelu never cease to amaze me with their eye for opportunity. And thanks to your capable cooperation, we were able to secure a generous amount of supplies. Should the merchant return with another request, I hope that we can depend on your expertise again. You bet. Also, glowstone. Did the mountaineer have glowstone for us?
Yes. Here you go.
Well now, this is a fine specimen indeed, of a quality befitting ceremonial use. It is very generous of him to yield such. Perhaps you already know this, but we Yok Huy have a ritual whereby we prolong the radiance of glowstone by sprinkling it with salt water imbued with prayers. Those prayers harbor the desire for our lives to endure in serenity, like the stone's gentle glow. I shall pray for the same as I put this glowstone to use in our work. My thanks for the delivery, Naya. You're welcome. Now let's go do our third quest to get this unlock done. In here we are checking in with Dartorgor. To make some hand warmer components. Dartorgor! Hear about the hand warmers, yes. Very good. I'm relieved we have a crafter like yourself to aid us. Here are the requisite materials, and I have more where that came from if you require it. With them, I'd like you to craft a set of storage pouches. When your work is finished, you'll want to deliver your goods to our supplier. He'll see to it they find a new home. Alright, that person is inside. These ones, dun 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 dun. High quality, uncraftable. Alright, cool. Same deal, muscle memory groundwork. I'm helping! Beautiful. Hello there. Yes, and what business might you have with me? Delivery. Hand warmer components. What splendidly crafted components! And with such impeccable timing as well. We've seen more of our warmers requiring maintenance of late, so this is much appreciated. Yay, anything else? Work will proceed all the smoother with fresh hand warmers at our side. Thank you again for providing the spare parts. And Zirgorteh, nothing new here. Okay, just making sure. We'll be back in here, boys. We'll see what you've cleared. And girls. Folks. We've done the thing. So you've crafted and delivered the warming components, have you? My thanks, Naya. Laboring in the cold is no easy task, but the warmth you've provided means our work will proceed apace. Perhaps you are wondering why we do not simply dress for these climes, as others might. We Yok Huy have thicker skin than other races, you see. Our bodies are naturally resistant to the cold, for the most part. Unfortunately, the skin on our fingers is comparatively thin, so we must take care to keep them warm when the mountain grows merciless. The work is grueling at times, yes, but with fresh hand warmers we have little to fear. Your support here means a great deal to us all, so allow me to thank you once more on the project's behalf. As ever, I eagerly await your next innovations. Why, thank you. We will be moving on and saying hello to Farafar now. Okay, same thing there. Farafar, what's next? What's going on? What are we finding under all that snow? Buried memories. Is that a little cropland? Interesting. Farafar would send someone into Warlar's Echo. Okay. Oh, okay. That's not a cropland inside. That's... okay. Understood. Naya, what perfect timing. I was just about to make my way up the mountain, but now that you are here, there is a small but vital task I would entrust to you. Very well. What is it? You see, we are currently in the process of restoring a larder Dartorgor used to store not only foodstuffs, but apparently also ceremonial offerings used during the pact. We found many different food items when we uncovered its ruins, but as of yet we have no way of knowing which were for eating and which were used as offerings. There is a merchant in Warlar's Echo by the name of Kerberler, with whom Dartorgor often had dealings. I thought perhaps he might know if any of the wares she traded for were used in the ritual. Ahoy hoy! Thank you for the resubscribe, Sokrin. Appreciate you. I would send one of our own to seek him out, but every pair of hands is busy clearing out the remaining snow. I was just about to join them, in fact. Dartorgor's living sepulchre has yet to be found, after all. That leaves you to speak with the merchant on our behalf. A much less laborious task than the one that awaits me, I promise. Can you do this for us?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Naya. Remember, the merchant's name is Kerbeler. I hope his knowledge can aid us.
Kerbeler! How conveniently out in the open you stand, my good man. Hello. Oh, cutscene. Very nice, very nice. Hello, Kerbeler?
Dartorgor, from the mountain.
Ah, yes, I remember her. We would trade on occasion. Though she never mentioned this pact you speak of. Thinking back, however, it does shine a new light on one peculiar aspect of our dealings. And what would that be? As I recall, she would usually ask for an assortment of dried meats and seasonings, the type of food that would last, such items as would be difficult to come by in those snowy peaks. Nothing peculiar about that, to be sure, but the tender she used was unusual. You see, she traded me corn and corn seeds, which she claimed to grow herself. Quite the strange crop for such a frigid clime, right? Well, she said it was a singular type, bred over generations to withstand the freezing weather. Of course, I couldn't deny such an uncommon opportunity. But I took one bite of the corn and regretted my choice straight away! Ha! Really? Still, I figured I could sell it as a feed or process it into something usable, so I accepted her produce whenever she visited. Dartorgor seemed to have a hard life up on the mountain, so I was happy to provide her with what she needed. One time I suggested that growing something else besides inedible corn might solve her food problems. What do you think she said to that? She said, "My order took great care in cultivating it to match the tastes of our dear friends." Considering she lived alone, I wasn't quite sure what she meant. But she was so earnest in her answer I decided not to press further. But now the pieces are falling into place. I gather this corn has something to do with your ritual. It's your ritual too. You know, I've been wanting to meet Farafar and her Hans of Zirgorteh for some time. Allow me to accompany you up the mountain. Word of work being done at Zirgorteh has reached us here in Warlar's Echo, and I've wondered how I could contribute. Now's my chance to find out. Yes, it is. Let's go. Okay, it's wild to me how there's not that many Yok Huy, right? Everybody seems to have known of Dartorgor, but nobody, like, they didn't share the ritual? Girl, what were you doing? What is this weird secrecy? Alright, so yeah, maybe it is a little crop field up here then. And I wonder if it's derived or related to the corn that is grown around Warlar's Echo. That would be cool. Like a different strain. Oh, it's still all snow-packed over there so far. They're still digging. Alright, alright. Anything new to say? He still won't let me help. Ugh. How about you?
Almost done with this pile.
I think that's the only one that had dialogue we could see. Or a speech bubble, I should say. The other two are too far away. It is so funny seeing Farafar next to these others, because she is just a little bit smaller.
I admit, I was quite surprised when I sighted Kerbeler emerge from the passage. Still, he is more than welcome, and I have let him know all about the challenges we face.
Lovely. Tireless hand.
Is this a friend of yours, Naya?
Yeah, he's from Warlord's Echo. What do you mean, friend of mine? You should know. More than I should know.
There you are, Naya. Farafar here might be young, but she takes to leading naturally. I'm impressed by how much progress everyone's made so far. Most of the others are resting now, but Farafar had us clearing snow all day long. I can barely lift my arms. Ha ha! A hard day's work deserves a hearty reward, wouldn't you agree? I'll treat you to some of my most delicious wares when this is done. By the way, Farafar, do you have any insight as to what Dartorgor was referring to before? Those dear friends she and the others grew the corn for.
It's the snow spirits, almost certainly.
She must have meant the snow spirits. The corn must have been a crucial part of the ritual. Given that it was grown and harvested among the snow, it makes sense that the spirits would have a taste for it. I suppose the larder housed a healthy stock of the crop. Even so, I fail to see how anyone, spirits or no, could eat that stuff. Perhaps the caretakers processed it somehow before making an offering.
Didn't you try that, though?
Without knowing their techniques, however, growing it now may not be the wisest path. Oh, sorry to interrupt, but I've been meaning to mention the large stone we found buried under the snow. The carvings were quite distinct. Are you saying you found a sepulchre? Dartorgor's living sepulchre? If it is indeed the stone we've been searching for, then it should hold all the answers we need. The way forward is clear. We finish shoveling the rest of the snow. If only it was so simple. The snow around the stone is frozen solid. Maybe ice picks could help us free it.
Melting agent! Melting agent! Ice picks could damage the stone.
With tools like that, we risk damaging the stone, and thus losing forever the precious stories carved into it. As of now, we lack the means to remove it cleanly from the ice. Naya, could you return with me to shelter? The tools we need require a deft hand to craft, and I cannot make them alone.
I will absolutely help, but also, I have been making snow melting agents for you for many days. Certainly that could be useful here.
Much appreciated. Then let our focus be on seeing the sepulchre safely rescued. In the meantime, the others should continue their work on the larder. Remember to give yourself time to rest every once in a while.
The gyro is ready. The gyro is ready. Don't work too hard.
We'll have the larder back in shape before you know it. You two do what you need to get that stone free from the snow.
Okay.
Since I'm already here, I may as well stay a while and help. Let's see if young Farafar has a place for me. I mean, if you've got knowledge of trade and stuff, that could definitely come in handy. Okay. Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting the cutscene to kick in there, but alright, we gotta leave and craft something first. Sure, sure. I am gonna be a little miffed if it's another snow melting thing, which, you know, I already brought up, and they definitely had the supplies for up there. If my intuition is correct, Dartorgor's Sepulchre will contain details on the offering, and while I would like it uncovered as quickly as possible, the task must be attended to with care. Which is why I would entrust no one else with crafting the tools we require. You are not one to disappoint, after all. Brushes will help us clear away snow so we can more easily see the hard ice underneath. Can I trust you to make them for us? Werfertar will keep you stocked with all the supplies you need. Good luck, Naya, although I know you need it not. Werfertar? What do you have to say? Hard at work, eh? Farafar has told me to give you all the supplies you need. Seems she's sparing no expense. Okay, I guess I already have my supplies, so... Let's go ahead. We need a set of ice removal tools. Still no high quality? Dang, alright. Easy and also done. Do you have speech yet? No. Viarger, do you say anything different yet? No. Okay. How about you, Garharlor? Nope. Alright, just checking. Here you go, Farafar. Have you finished already? Good, good. May I have a look? Ice removal tools. I've made you some beautiful little brushes. As I said, you do not disappoint. These will certainly help us free the Sepulchre from that stubborn ice. With work on the Larder going well, our goal feels so close at hand. I want to rush headlong to the end, but I know haste will only set us back. Oh! Okay! Beautiful, is it not? Despite his age, Kerbeler may have hauled more snow than the rest of us combined. Let's go! Having a place to store our daily foodstuffs will certainly make our lives easier. Of course, we also intend to devote space to the cold-resistant corn after we can grow and harvest it. Oh, look at those crystals. I hear the others have already found a plot for cornfields, so the larder may become crowded soon enough. I only hope we can figure out exactly how the plant fits into the ritual. Did the sepulchre... Is that the sepulchre? Is that Dartorgor's? I have missed you, Dartorgor. Ah! Although it may take time, I promise to read every single word you left us. I always enjoyed the wisdom and wit of your conversation, and now I have been blessed to speak with you again. Nothing could make me happier. Yay! Deciphering the story of Dartorgor and the spirits will take time, so please be patient. It seems I must consult the surrounding stonework to glean its whole meaning.
Well, that's neat. The High Larder has been restored, giving the Yok Huy a place to store their food. Dartorgor's living sepulchre may hold the secrets to the pact, but there is yet work to be done until it is deciphered.
Reputation up! Your reputation has increased to respected. You have achieved respected reputation with the hands of Zirgorteh. Continue working with the Yok Huy to deepen your relationship. New Yok Huy Society daily quests are now available from Viarger and Shelter. Furthermore, you'll be able to undertake 3 additional quests from Viarger as a reputation bonus. This bonus is available until the daily reset time for Allied Society quests. These additional quests will become available after accepting all current daily quests from Viarger. Please be advised that you cannot undertake these quests if you have no remaining allowances. You now have access to a wider selection of wares from Dartorgor.
Ooh, what unlocked today?
Dartorgor's living sepulchre has revealed to me a part of her that even I never knew.
Yeah, okay. Let's check in with everybody else again. Nothing new from Word for Learn, okay. Garholor? Same stuff there. Viarger, you've got quests for me. I'll get to you in a second. Let's see what's new.
Dartorgor.
Wind up Yok Huy! Alright, we got the music last week, which is indeed the music that plays in the instance. The rest is the same. Oh, do I want to buy the... I'm gonna save my currency because I want to be able to buy the mount, whatever the mount is, immediately when it becomes available. And if it follows the same pattern as the Mamurja, I might not have enough currency if I buy the other rewards immediately. So I'm gonna hold off. We'll get the little mini Yok Huy eventually, but not today. And for the new quests, see, Larder for the long term, that's new. Table for 2 few, that's new. And I want to trade my Icicle. All 3 of these are new to me. Let's go. Let's check the small talk first, though.
The larder has been a great improvement to our lives here. We Yok Huy have hearty appetites to sustain our large bodies, so I suspect there will be plenty of upkeep going forward.
Okay. Speaking of upkeep of that larder, Viarger is concerned about storage conditions in the larder.
Oh? There is little fear that food will rot in the chilly mountain air, but keeping provisions unspoiled for the long term calls for even colder temperatures. That is why we store things in a proper larder. Storage methods also vary by foodstuff, with some needing to be kept in boxes or sacks, often with a regularly replenished stock of drying agents. As our food supply grows, however, we find ourselves running short of these storage necessities. Should you happen to be bereft of a meaningful task, I'm certain Dartorgor would welcome your crafting expertise on the mountaintop.
Bereft of a meaningful task. But this is my meaningful task. Table for 2 few. Viarger is troubled by a lack of tableware.
The larder is rebuilt, and our stock of food is plentiful, which should allow us to provide everyone with regular meals. It would seem, however, that the avalanche destruction has left us little in the way of tableware to serve them in. As things stand, we are having to snatch away plates before someone has even swallowed their last bite so we can serve the next person waiting. Might you lend us your skills again, and craft us a way out of this quandary? Dartorgor will have the materials you require.
Okay. That kind of piggybacks off an earlier quest where we were making cutlery, so... Neat.
I want to trade my Icicle. Viarger is looking for a fleet-footed volunteer. Well, I don't know about fleet-footed, but I do have mounts.
Ah, Naya, you may be just the volunteer I was looking for. The restoration efforts require a modest sum of coin, you see, and after considering our situation, a merchant friend was adamant he could find a demand for ice formed from mountain spring water. The arrangement has us carrying the ice down the slope to our peddler acquaintance, who then sells it in the city. Every step of the journey must be swift, however, lest the precious cargo begin to melt, and our plodding gait is simply too slow. Would you mind making the delivery in our stead? Make your way to the back of the High Larder, and our ice harvester will break off the largest piece you can carry.
Huh. Okay. Does that all 3 of my quests are in there? Nice. Let's go see the new area. Chee. We're going in the larder first. You better believe it. New area. Ooh. Kitchen master. Hi.
Ah, we've used the last of the clean dishes. We'll have to get to scrubbing if we're to serve the next meal on time.
So is this also the kitchen? How deep does this place go? Wow. Hey, Kerbeler.
Greetings, Naya. I am always glad when you stop by to view our progress. The larder has proven invaluable for us. Having a place to store our food means fewer trips hauling heavy loads up the mountain. If only we knew what that unsavory corn is for. Well, I'm certain Farafar will figure that out in time.
It's definitely something for the spirits. Oh, look at all this stuff. And the walls have little sparkly glitter in it, little like mica, metallic, shiny. Ooh. Or maybe it's just moisture, and the further away you go, the more it looks like glitter. How are you two?
It's almost mealtime. I should begin preparations.
Yeah? Giant Yok Huy size shelves. Can I jump on this? Ah, so close. Yes! I am on the pot. Very good, very good. She likes to be tall. But yeah, oh man. They're so shiny. Yeah? Alright. Hello, Ice Harvester. I'm here to make a delivery.
Another icicle for market.
You might need a lighter one than usual.
Here you go. A freshly harvested hunk of ice made from mountain spring water. Hurry this down the slope to Solace, and you should find our peddler friend waiting by the road to Potsamauka.
Oh. Oh! Okay. I was fully expecting this to be like a timed delivery mission. It is not. Alright.
The ice forms in the larder in large quantities, but I'm told city people pay good money for even the smallest shard. Best get that icicle to the peddler while there's something left of it to sell.
Yeah, so I guess this is just naturally occurring ice crystals, which, you know, they do occur in nature. It's how we gather our own for catalysts. So that's just a very big cavern of this stuff. Cool. And since it's not a timer, I guess I'll just go do whatever the heck I want up here. Yahoo yippee. Let's see where our next stuff is being uncovered. Which looks like here? Looks like... I really do. I feel even more strongly that this is going to be some kind of ceremonial storage building.
The snow keeps piling up.
Nothing? Alright. How about you? Talk to me. No talking. Alright. Oh, somebody's working. They're working on clearing the way up to the altar.
At least all this shoveling keeps me warm.
That is one of the things, working in the cold. You keep moving, you stay warm. How about you? Nothing? Alright, alright. They're working on both. Ooh! I wonder if they'll clear both at the same time, but obviously the altar still needs repairs. So maybe... I don't know. I don't know if these will be done in tandem or if they'll be... Cool! And there shouldn't be anything new over here. Let's give it a quick little loop around though, just in case. We got Zirgorteh overseeing things. Of course, the glyphs we carve into our stones have individual meanings, but their arrangement also affects how they are interpreted in complex ways. It takes time to decipher the stories they tell, but their nature also means we can express sweeping tales in a small space. There is much work still to be done, so we won't be idle while Farafar studies the Sepulchre. Nice, nice. So that is updated to reflect the most recent development. Dunk, 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 dunk. I keep expecting somebody to be hanging out over here, but so far it's just for players. So far.
Let me in.
Oh, the big chungus, he's too big. Still nothing from Mr. Carver. How about you? No? Okay. And you're still just like, yep, we want to see you chisel. Sure do. And we've got our slow folk over here, carting the stones carefully. So that's all the same. Dartorgor, do you say anything new?
It is always a pleasure to see you here, Naya. If you have any questions about Zirgorteh the Open-armed, then I would be glad to answer them.
Anything new to say about the place?
The name Zirgorteh the Open-armed was given to this place by the Yok Huy who once lived here. They looked after the breathless altar and its surroundings, and every so often performed a ritual there to appease the snow spirits. Dartorgor was the last of them, and the hands of Zirgorteh work daily to ensure that her legacy is passed down to present day and beyond. With the Larder now completely restored, it is much simpler to manage and stockpile our foodstuffs. We'll be eating well for some time yet. I hear Dartorgor's living sepulchre has been found as well. It may take a while to decipher it, but it is reassuring to know that we draw ever closer to our goal.
Yay! There was a little update. Nice. What do you mean, you've heard? You can see it from here. It's right there. I know you don't get to go very far, but I bet your eyes work. You can see it. Let's poke inside. Is anybody in here new? Anybody new in here?
If only we had more help. I'll ask a friend of mine if he wants to join us.
Okay. I thought there was another set in here. They might have been related to a quest, I guess. It's just those two for now. Alright. Dartorgor. What's this about not having enough dinnerware?
Ah, our savior has come. Carving out some durable wooden crockery should be no trouble for an artisan of your caliber, yes? My material stores are at your disposal. Once you've crafted the tableware supplies we need, please deliver them to the kitchen master. You should find him over by the entrance to the larder.
I have spoken with that one. Yes, I have. Sets of tableware supplies. I do think it's funny that I'm here on Leatherworker and I'm doing a lot of not Leatherworker tasks. They're like, hey, carpentry's close enough, right? Carve this wood. Make a brush. Alright, high quality, uncraftable. Why don't they want my high quality crafts? One more plate. Or bowl, I don't know. What's my other task from you? Ah, here to help with the larder, are you? Perfect. I have all the crafting materials required for shoring up our dwindling storage supplies. Speaking of which, my task for you today is to fashion some sturdy leather sacks. Please do not hesitate to ask should you need anything else to get the job done. Once you have the new storage supplies in hand, pray head across the way and deliver them to the larder master. Okay. Yay! I get to craft leather on Leatherworker! Woo! High quality, uncraftable. Fine. Alright. Do you say anything new, Dartorgor? Ooh. Extra dialogue for these quests? Naya, I have more materials if you... No? I shall let you get on with it then. Do you say the same thing here? A fresh batch of materials for you? Apologies. I see you have everything you need. Carry on. Cute. What's your small talk? Alright, yep, I have been instructed to help howsoever I'm able. Okay, don't get updated dialogue then. Ha. Alright, so... plates to our man out here. And then leather sacks get to go to our larder master inside. Yes, what is it? Mealtime is swift approaching and there's a pile of dirty dishes that require my attention. Well, here's some nice, clean, new wooden plates. A set of Yok Huy-sized tableware supplies for this dining hall at Zirgorteh the Open-armed. Oh, merciful fate! This will spare me from having to wash everything the moment our diners gobble their last morsel. Your contributions are much appreciated. After all, we want our workers to enjoy their meals, and indeed each other's company, without feeling rushed or needing to wait for their turn at the table. When you see Zirgorteh, tell him he needs to eat too. No one goes hungry on my watch. Oh, I'm so glad that I talked to them before. I didn't realize that they were quest dependent. The larder master as well. You were not here before. I know because I jumped on that pot. I jumped on it because I needed to feel tall. Please tell me you've come with solutions to our storage woes. I've fashioned some fancy new leather sacks for holding on to specific items. Yes, these will be of considerable help. The thought of our foodstuffs languishing in an ill-prepared larder was an almost physical pain. Should we have need of more storage supplies, I hope we can turn to you again. My thanks to you and to Zirgorteh for sending you my way. Oh, and you hang out? Mealtime would be a sad affair indeed should our victuals suffer from being poorly stored.
Please let Viarger know that the larder is in good shape.
Yay! Hi, Yok Huy Ice Harvester. I know it's been a bit, but the icicle's still fine, right? Okay, nothing new to say there. It's as if no time has passed at all. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, the map reflects these teeny tiny bits where you can go between the shelves. Oh, that's silly. Oh, wait. No, it's fine. Yeah, now it's just thunk. Add it over there. Cool, cool, cool. We do have the altar on the map because you can't not see it, but they got smart, they got clever. They didn't give us a waymark pin on whatever the other area is here. We don't get any sneaky hint, just like we didn't get any sneaky hint about this larder. Oh, so clever. I really did think there was something else out here, not just a walkway up to a carved out cave in the mountain, but I mean, cool! Surprised me. Very cool. Let's go deliver this icicle. Shwoo. It is nice that they don't just spell it out from the start now, and it is more of a like active real-time discovery thing. We, the player, get to be as surprised as the characters. Alright, where's the... Right, by the road. That's what they said. Perishables Peddler. Hello there.
Ah, you've brought the Yok Huy's ice down the mountain, have you?
I have. Here's a Rugadin-sized icicle. An icicle of frozen spring water freshly harvested from the high Larder. Oh, frozen spring water. Ooh, okay, that's why it replenishes. It's a spring.
Yes, this is exquisite. So clear, so beautiful. But as much as I'd like to stand here yapping about the various and lucrative applications of frozen mountain spring water in the culinary field, I really must trot this over to Tuliolo right away. Thank you for the fleet-footed delivery, and please let Viarger know I'll bring him his share of the profits upon my return.
Okay. I couldn't talk to that llama, right? I didn't miss out on a llama conversation? Shwoo! Alright. Viarger, we've made the ice delivery.
Thank you for seeing the icicle safely into the peddler's hands. I imagine our patrons in Tuviola will be grateful for this new shipment as well. Ordinary ice can be created through magics, of course, but when it comes to creating frozen dishes, I am given to understand that the gentle flavor of our natural spring water is highly coveted. In any case, we are fortunate to have this arrangement in place. I can only hope that this ice remains popular until we have completed work on the restorations.
Why only until then? Why not let it be a regular point of trade? Larder for the long term. Living on an icy mountainside means relying on food shipments from below, but the climb is such that we must plan for infrequent resupplies. Should we allow our larder's wares to spoil, our bellies would be in for a difficult spell. That is why the larder master and his helpers are so serious about foodstuff storage.
It seems he was well pleased with your contributions, however, so I hope you consider lending us your crafting skills again should the need arise.
You bet. And
we are in your debt yet again. It may have seemed a trivial request, but being able to relax is also an important part of a meal.
Speaking of, have you taken your own break yet?
The kitchen master demands I come to table, does he? Well, perhaps I will stop by soon and take a bowl of one of his tasty stews. The restoration work can be exhausting, but many have remarked upon the satisfaction they feel as Zirgorteh the Open-armed returns to its former glory. I, too, am finding much to savor as we labor and toil and break bread together in this common cause.
Yay!
Okay, that's the same there. Lovely, lovely, wonderful. Now let's give a quick little glance at our numbers, shall we? We are at 180 out of 990, so we're still getting 60 points per quest. And we're gonna consult real quick with Calculator Chan. 990 minus 180. That gives us 810 points until the next rank up. And at 60 points per quest, that is 13 and a half quests. We get to do 3 of those per day, which is exactly 4.5 days. So on the 5th day, we will turn in 2 quests, reserve the 3rd, do the rank up, turn in the 3rd, and pick up new ones if we're given the availability, you know, the reward where we get to do it again, But reserve the 3rd, otherwise you're missing out on 60 points towards your next bar. So that's 5 days from now, which puts us at Sunday. That's 1 day. Monday 2, Tuesday 3, Wednesday 4, and Thursday 5. So on Thursday, that's October 16th, if you've been keeping up and doing all of your quests, that will be the next Yok Huy rank up day, which I'm going to write in my little book right now. I'm actually going to do that math one more time real quick just to make sure that I didn't double a step or something to that effect. 990 minus 180. 810 remains. And if I just divide by 180, that gives me the 4.5 days, because it's 180 per day, because that's 60 times 3. So yeah. Old information. Accurate as stated. Lovely and wonderful and good. And that concludes our time with the Yok Huy today. Until next week. I wonder what we'll be doing next week exactly. We saw them excavating the snow, so Far will likely have deciphered some part of the Sepulchre, and maybe something will relate to one of those buildings? We'll have to see.